Antonio Braga Neto will finally fight again, I assume, against Deron Winn, and I hope it's going to happen on December 19th. At least I hope it's going to happen, according to some news that I've read. I just hope it's gonna go. And finally, to be honest, we'll analyze. But Antonio Braga Neto hasn't fought for a very, very long period of time, and 6'3" fighter with 77-inch reach. It's black belt in BJJ, riding a score of 9-3, won no contest, the former World Jiu-Jitsu and Pan Jiu-Jitsu champion. He fought at some great promotions, but in the UFC he had ups and downs, knee bar victory over Anthony Smith, and got to say, it was a moment to remember that he was split decision by Clint Hester, knocked out by Trevin Gill. But generally, this is a real submission expert. His fighting is not the greatest in the world, but if you end up on the ground against Antonio Braga Neto, it's gonna be a very, very hard night for you. On the other side, we've got Deron Winn. Deron Winn, riding a score of 6'2", Pan American wrestling champion, bronze medalist. His reach is 70 inches, and he is 5'6". That's kind of intriguing. We will see a notable reach advantage, but this is wrestler versus BJJ fighter. So one fight of the night against Eric Spicely, a lot of freestyle and folk style wrestling awards, and in UFC, well, there were ups and downs for him. At Bellator, he defeated Ahmed White at Bellator 199. He's a typical ground fighter, typical finisher. In UFC, he outworked Eric Spicely, then he lost to Darren Stewart via split decision, and he was choked out by Gerald Mershard. He was also tested positive for some banned substances, so I hope his suspension is lifted as of now. So you won't see much of a striking here. In ground striking, Deron Winn is better, just like in takedowns and in meowing opponent out, but Antonio Braga Neto is super dangerous when he's on his back. From side control also, but especially off his back. If Deron Winn takes him down, gonna be a harsh night for Deron Winn, and Deron Winn is an elite level wrestler. In the stand-up, maybe I'd give slight advantage to Deron Winn, but it's questionable whether he will keep this fight standing, because he is a master of grounding and pounding his opponents. He's very powerful from the top position, from side control too, and I got to say, it's gonna be a hard fight. But Antonio Braga Neto hasn't fought for a long period of time, so to analyze cardio gonna be hard. Maybe cardio advantage also goes to Deron Winn, but I really have no idea, because to be honest, Antonio Braga Neto submitted the majority of his opponents. So I can only say two times he fought to a decision. Once he outworked Cesar Ferreira. He lost to Rio Kawamura, but it was 12 years ago, so I got no idea how's his cardio. Winn's cardio is fair, maybe slight advantage to Winn, but you never know. But in this fight, I will root for Antonio Braga Neto. If you ask me, I believe Antonio Braga Neto is going to win this fight, but Deron Winn can knock him out too. I mean, anything can happen. Maybe Deron Winn via TKO or Braga Neto via submission, but I give slight advantage to Braga Neto.